Hello everybody, I'm Pax, and this is Brotakus, the show where we do a deep dive on what is and isn't worth watching. We believe you don't need a major in anime studies to enjoy this wild, beautiful, strange art form, and we are so lucky to have you on this journey with us. So, today is going to be a bit of a special episode, or maybe a short message. Not nearly as long as our normal episodes. We have many hot, fresh, normal ones coming up. But today I just wanted to take a couple minutes to speak to all of you in the audience directly, all of our fans, all of our friends, because this week marks the 1-year anniversary of Brotakus, believe it or not. And I know that when we started this journey, we did not know if we would make it to this mark, how this journey would go, but I just wanted to speak extemporaneously about how this past year has been one of the most remarkable and challenging and joy-filled years of my life, and tell you all what exactly your support means and what Brotakus has meant to me and us on the team. So when Brotakus first started, I got a voicemail from Hal, I believe around March or April, because Hal is one of my dearest, closest friends, and we had just been talking intermittently, venting about things, and one day he just comes up with this idea, and he says, "Hey, man, what if we did a podcast together? What if we did a podcast together on, like, anime? Like, could we do that?" And immediately my heart soared, because Hal is one of the most remarkable, talented, kind-hearted individuals there is, and the type of person where when he asks you to do a project or anything with him, you feel so lucky to be involved and be invited. And so I said, yeah, of course, let's work out logistics. So we then spent 2 months gathering equipment, working out studio setups, because we wanted to make sure we gave the best product possible. We got permission to use a custom theme song. Again, shout out to Akira the Don for the permission to use that. Please check out Akira's YouTube channel. We got custom artwork from Corey. You could find his information in the bio. And when we finally launched, it came at this really crazy moment in time where we were both out on the streets marching in these George Floyd protests that were going on, and the world was getting so tumultuous and so violent and scary and freakish. And this is definitely evident in our first few episodes, where we're just kind of talking about this, venting about these things, and COVID hits, and oh my God, and the world goes absolutely crazy. But throughout it all, the stabilizing force throughout this year has been this weekly recording of this amazing podcast, where we have had on guests that, quite frankly, I can't even begin to believe that, we would have gotten to this point where we could talk to some of these amazing people, whether it's Chef PK, or whether it is Dr. Nona Carter, or whether it is Data Dave, or some of the really exciting interviews that we have up, or all of the dear friends and colleagues and then new friends that we've made on the way with this podcast. It grew into something so special so quickly, where we developed so many beautiful inside jokes. We developed our own vernacular spectacular. We developed this sort of language of love and passion and outrage that I think has come to define the Brotakus brand. And throughout it all, we have had each other. And we have had this beautiful community of people talking with us on social media, or sending amazing, kind emails and messages telling us what they want to see, their opinions on these hot takes and unpopular opinions that we're ripping out. And it has kept us so sane and so happy. To be honest, my entire life, I've been the type of person where, even though I've worked predominantly as a creative in my adult life after college, I have always had something inside me that has said that I can go and be a contracted scriptwriter for somebody, or a ghostwriter for somebody else, or do editing or acting in somebody else's play or whatever it is. But when it has come to being purely creative for myself, it's always been my greatest dream, but it's also been my greatest struggle. For some reason, there's always been this voice inside of me telling me that it's in some way selfish to pursue your passions unequivocally, or to do something that's a manifestation of you that isn't in service to somebody else. And Brotakus has changed all that to a degree that I cannot even begin to describe. The skills that it has taught me, whether it's, editing, hosting, getting a group together, production, but also just the pathways every week of editing episodes for hours, talking with the team, being consistently creative and joyous, and talking about anime, the most amazing art form in this earth. It's like nothing else. And it has changed me in a way that I am so excited and overjoyed, and I couldn't have anticipated it in a million years at this moment in life, despite all the misery of COVID. It is fucking the dark days, man. There were some dark days, but throughout it all, I feel more happy, confident, secure, and excited about myself in the future than I have in my entire adult life. And it is all because of our team, and it is all because of y'all who have been listening. I am so excited for the future, what projects we have coming out, what things we're doing with Brotakus, things I'm doing not related to Brotakus, but you better believe there's going to be some tie-ins, really amazing things. And so I just wanted to give a quick few shout outs to the people who helped make this possible as a celebration of our first anniversary. First of all, the listeners, we have now reached the point where analytics, most of our viewers are off YouTube. I know some of y'all see us on YouTube, but we are in the top 5 to 10% of actively produced podcasts in the US at this point. And that's unbelievable to me. It is unbelievable to me. And the reason that we've done it is your support. You showing the show to friends who you think are going to enjoy it, showing the show to people who you think are going to hate it, our Demon Slayer episode. But still helping us get out there. And really the most amazing thing that I've been able to see is people sharing the show, talking about the show. And that I feel so unbelievably honored. So thank you all so much for the comments, for talking with us, everything like that. In terms of the people actively involved with the podcast, first off, a direct thank you to Hal. So recent listeners who've joined us in the past, 5-6 episodes might be like, what are you talking about? Who is that? But Hal is my co-host. Hal has joined me for most of our Brotakus episodes, for 35 of them, and has been gone for the past couple months, 2 or so months, because as many of you know, we are also actors. I am an actor and writer, and we do all these creative things. But Hal is one of the most talented actors that there friggin' is on this earth, and we cannot talk about what he's been doing these past couple months that have kept him locked up. But we hope to soon, and we also hope to have him back soon. And we're kind of working on the logistics of that. Trust me, we're trying every week to see if we can make it work out, and I'm optimistic that we're going to be able to make it work out shortly. One of the kindest, most empathetic, courageous, loyal, brave people that I have met in my life. Brother, thank you so much. If you can hear this, if you're out there somewhere in this world, Al, I love you so much, man. Thank you for helping create this show. Creating amazing memories like Scooby Dudes, our April 1st episode, our different countdown lists, and really beautiful in-depth interviews. I just can't thank you enough. I mean, you are going to be stuck with me for the rest of your goddamn life, whether you like it or not. So thank you so much to Hal, our team, who has been working with us for the past 2 or so months. First of all, shout out to Amy Grudadaria. Amy is the producer of The Stars, whether it is analytics, reaching out to guests, serving as the intense, gorgeous sage counsel to the show. Thank you so much, Amy, for all of the hard work that you put in on production and for being my friend. It is an immense honor of my life to get to work with you, and here's to many more months in the future. Shout out to Anna Kiko. Anna, besides being, I know I refer to Anna as you degenerate goblin many times, but Anna's one of my dearest friends in this world. And having Anna on this podcast is something where the energy that she brings, the really intelligent, deep knowledge that she has about art and the creation and production of the manga industry and the anime industry is something that is unparalleled with nearly any guest that we've ever had on. And more than that, Anna just has a heart of gold. She's the type of person where when you are around Anna, your heart is lifted. You get to feel immensely lucky in their presence, and you just feel uplifted, and their joy is so contagious. And so, Anna, thank you so much for being a part of the team, on the social media team especially. Super grateful. And last off for the team, Henry Rosenberg. Henry Rosenberg, there's a reason that Henry is one of our most frequent guests, and it's because he's been a friend of mine and a colleague of mine for years and years before joining the team. Henry and I actually met and got close because we were college roommates at a certain point. And what Henry did, the kindness and patience and just infectious attitude, his quiet hilarity that he has, Henry's kindness at one point helped serve to save my life when I was at, my darkest point in college. And so huge thank you to Henry, because now that Henry is on the team and I get to actually work with Henry in this professional capacity, unbelievably, talented, focused, great with the socials, and great coming on the ideas, the professionalism, something I'm so indebted to you for. So Amy, Anna, Henry, Hal, thank you all so much for making this podcast what it is. Thank you to some of our reoccurring guests like Alex and Mike and Kay and Eric and everyone else who's joined us on this journey so far. What we have going on in the future is so special and so fun, and I cannot wait for everybody to see it. The episodes that we have planned for July are, quite frankly, our greatest episodes yet. We have exciting guests from across the world joining us about topics that are just going to friggin' blow the hinges off this thing. And so I am so excited for that. Our next episode is going to be a voice actor roundtable featuring two amazing, successful, knowledgeable, freaking really cool voice actors. And the discussion that we had there is one of the most valuable that we've had yet. That should be dropping next, so please watch your feed for that. But I did not want to let a Thursday go by without a word from us here at Brotakus. So everybody, thank you so much for supporting the podcast. I am so grateful for your support, and I am beyond excited to see where this goes next. It's something that reflects not just artistically, but deeply personally. This is a project that I can be prouder of than almost anything else I've done in my professional career. And so get ready, because what is coming up next is going to blow your friggin' socks off. And all of our day ones out there who've supported us in our first year, I can't believe it's been a year here. We can't be more grateful for you. So with that, I'm going to leave it there. Just a little short message. Wanted to thank everybody today. But we got another regular episode of Brotakus coming up soon. So thank you everybody for your support. And watch out for those feeds, because we're dropping some hot fire soon. So I'm Paxton, on behalf of myself and Hal and Amy and Anna and Henry, on behalf of all of our guests and fans, everybody, just thank you so much for listening, and we look forward to talking to y'all soon. Here's to another year of Brotakus, and much love. Bye, y'all.